Welcome back to Love to Live in the Temecula Valley. I am your host, Catherine Materiali. Today we're taking a drive through Sunstone, a Copper Canyon neighborhood at the base of the hill. What makes this one stand out is how close it is to Cole Canyon Elementary and Lower Copper Canyon Park without being right in the middle of the school traffic. You still have the convenience, but from a slightly quieter spot. It has a warm, family-oriented feel, and it is one of the neighborhoods people love for trick-or-treating. You'll see why once we drive through. It is welcoming, walkable, and easy to get in and out of, with quick access to Calle Del Oso Oro and nearby shops. Before we dive in, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of my weekly driving tours and neighborhood highlights around West Murrieta and the Temecula Valley. Coming down Calle Del Oso Oro, we're going to be turning left into the neighborhood here at the traffic light at Oakleaf. Now, if you continue on ahead, that will take you to Washington, which is where the Ralph Shopping Center is, and you can head over to the schools and such. Now, you can see here at the intersection, so at the top end of the screen, we're going to be turning left onto Oakleaf. And then once going into the neighborhood, there's a collection of Centex homes on the left, and then these Richmond American homes on the right. So we're going to enter in at Oakleaf. And as we enter in, so this community is called Sunstone. There's no sign for it anywhere. You wouldn't know it if I wasn't telling you. This community was built by Richmond American. And just to the right, when we first turn onto, you can see here from the drone that that's Pepperleaf. So we come in right there at the top right, and we're turning right onto Pepperleaf. And then the first little collection of homes on the right-hand side is actually where Richmond American had built the models. And this neighborhood was built from 2001 to 2002. There are 3 different floor plans, and I'll go through all of those with you. These homes here on the right, you can see from the drone, they back up to Calle Del Oso Oro. You are going to have some street noise. It's not as busy as, say, Clinton Keith. It's not as busy as Washington for homes that back up to Washington, kind of further down the hill. But you do have street noise, especially at commuting times, school drop-off times, school pickup times, and such. The nice thing is there are no large trucks allowed, like the big semi-trucks allowed in this community. So the traffic you're going to have is all going to just be regular vehicles. So as we bend around, let me tell you a little bit more about the different floor plans. Richmond American built 3 different floor plans in this neighborhood. The smallest is 2516 square feet with 3 to 4 bedrooms, depending on what the original owner selected there. 3 bathrooms. All 3 homes are 2 stories. And the 2516 has a 3-car garage. In fact, all 3 homes have 3-car garages. If you don't see 3 garage doors across, then it would be a tandem garage situation. So the second floor plan is 2636 square feet, and it comes with either 4 to 5 bedrooms, again, depending on the options, and a 3-bathroom. The largest one is 2885 square feet with 4 to 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. So you can see here, this drone is showing as we're approaching the next street how we're going to turn to the right and flip around, and then we'll come back around and I'll show you the cul-de-sac. There's 2 more cul-de-sacs that are part of this neighborhood. So, and I run through here all the time. So if you ever see me around 5:15, 5:30 in the morning with my hubby, we're just doing our thing, training for a half marathon. So Via Alisal here leads to that Oakhurst Trail. and which you can see here, which I've done another video on that. So please feel free to watch that as well and see how these neighborhoods are interconnected. I'm flipping back around because that's Oakhurst Trail. And actually the next street up, Cloverleaf, has a bit of Oakhurst Trail as well. But this continues with the neighborhood Sunstone. And we're going to continue down. I will tell you, this neighborhood is great for trick-or-treating and Christmas decorations. You'll find that some of these streets, they'll do like string lights from one side of the street to the other. I always wonder if it's just one neighbor who's doing all the work or if there are a couple that are doing it together. It's just so magical, and people will actually drive in and come trick-or-treat in this whole area because it is so perfect. A lot of it is flat here. It's great for littles, and I mean, in some streets they do like candy cannons. It's just really, really fun. So you have this cul-de-sac, and then there's one other cul-de-sac. Otherwise, all the streets kind of fit together. And while I'm sorry, and again, every so often you'll have like this blurriness, good old sunny California, the sun hitting my windshield. But let me talk to you about lot sizes while we're flipping around and finishing up in the neighborhood. So on the low end for lot sizes, you're looking at 6,098 square feet. So just under 7,000, pretty average. And then there are lots up to, the largest one I've seen is 10,890. And when you have one of those corner lots or maybe one of those pie-shaped lots on the cul-de-sacs, you'll have that. Now that cul-de-sac you see in front, which you can see also in the drone here, interestingly, that is actually not part of this neighborhood. That's part of the video that you'll see next week, which is a Centex built community, as well as the street that I just turned on, the homes behind. But we're going to be coming up to Cloverleaf here at the stop sign. The homes to the right, that through street. Oh, I want to point out really quick, see directly in front of us, that path goes to this tree streets, and you can cut through there and get over to Coal Canyon. So if you live in the neighborhood and you have kids at Coal Canyon, that's a great cut through. Plus it's great for the kids just to ride their bikes to cut through. Again, my husband and I run through there all the time. But this cul-de-sac is, although it feels detached from the rest of the homes that they built, this is actually also Sunstone, built by Richmond American. The one before it is not. It's a completely different well, I don't want to say it's a different neighborhood, because unless I was telling you this, you probably wouldn't know. But if you are looking for certain size homes, that other cul-de-sac, that neighborhood has much smaller floor plans. So this is kind of the next size up, and then Oakhurst Trail would be the next size up from there, and then it would just kind of proceed from that way. But this is just a fantastic community, and it's very family oriented, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful place to live. You're a little bit more detached from all the traffic from the school, but you can absolutely still walk, just maybe not with your kindergartner. That was a look at Sunstone, a neighborhood with a friendly, inviting feel and easy access to both Coal Canyon Elementary and Lower Copper Canyon Park. You're close enough to enjoy everything this part of Copper Canyon offers while still having a quieter spot away from school traffic. It is a neighborhood families really enjoy, and it has become a local favorite during Halloween. I would love to know what you think about Sunstone. Comment below and tell me what stood out to you in this community. And hey, if you're thinking about moving to Murrieta or anywhere in the Temecula Valley, I would love to help you find a home that fits your lifestyle. Be sure to like this video and subscribe so you can follow along with all of my weekly driving tours and neighborhood spotlights. I would love to be your guide for all things Temecula Valley. We'll see you on the next video.